US presidents might have reignited war with North Korea on more than one occasion in the recent past. That's according to an explosive new book claiming to expose the Donald Trump administration on several counts, but also including how close the current American president has come to endangering Washington's relationship with South Korea. I'm Alex Jensen for NK Now, taking a closer look at Bob Woodward's Fear: Trump in the White House since its September 11th release. In fact, earlier snippets from the book had already made waves. For example, the claim last weekend that Trump almost tweeted his way into a physical conflict with North Korea after drafting a post that would have announced US plans to pull its military families out of South Korea. Well, now the book's been published, we can also find in it the allegation that former President Barack Obama mulled a preemptive attack on North Korea after its fifth nuclear test in 2016. Despite Obama's strategic patience policy, he's said to have asked his National Security Council, was it possible to launch a preemptive military strike supported by cyber attacks on North Korea to take out their nuclear and missile programs? He was apparently convinced otherwise by the realization of how difficult it would be to achieve without provoking a war. If true, the big difference between Trump and his predecessor is that the current president has mulled such questions via social media. We don't need a book to remember his famous fire and fury threat over Twitter in 2017. Indeed, Trump's supposed reckless style may have been a key factor in bringing North Korea round to denuclearization talks. But surely he would be wise enough to stay close to South Korea to ensure a united front. Sadly, the book also alleges that Trump's not a fan of South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who's now supposed to be the mediator between the US and North Korea. Woodward claims that Moon insisted trade and security were intertwined when Trump continued to accuse Seoul of ripping off the US in both military and free trade terms. So this is a book that raises serious concerns about both the spectre of war and Trump's attitude where Obama's caution prevailed. We should point out that Trump claims the book belongs in the fiction section. Woodward is a respected journalist, but that aside, whether fake or not, this book aligns with what we know to be true in terms of Trump's Korea policies, and it offers potential enemies an insight into his weaknesses. In the president's favor, it also does little to downplay his unpredictability, and that may remain a positive with the North, if not the South, despite the seemingly endless patience of Moon Jae-in.